Yo, what's up, people? I just watched the Acolyte episode 4 titled Day. It should have been called Waste of My Time. Let's talk about it. At least a little bit. All right, this is going to be fairly quick. This episode was boring, while the other one was super annoying and just absolutely terrible. This one was terrible too. It had bad special effects. The acting was horrible. And so I'm not really going to go into that much detail into it because, yeah, it's not really much to talk about. You get a little bit of Osha, you get a little bit of May, you get a little bit of the squid guy Jedi, and the green haired chick that's married to Leslie Headland. For some reason, they don't want to tell the Senate about what's going on because blah, 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 blah. You know, common trope in most of these kind of shows. Like, it's really bad writing. You start to get an insight that there's more to what happened with the other Jedi. Her and the guy who, May and the guy who she got the poison from in the last episode, they are looking for the Jedi Wookiee who still looks terrible. Still looks like he got like a weird helmet on his head that sits on top of his fur, which is supposed to be his bald spot. He doesn't talk. He doesn't like, you don't really, they do say something, and when they said it, it pissed me off. Like when Osha is talking to Squid Game Jedi, he says that there is good in her because she wants them to go arrest her or whatever. And he says that there's good in her. So basically she pulled, this is supposed to be a key dangling thing. At least that's what Leslie Headland probably meant for it to be. But given the state of the rest of this show, it just angered me, and it probably will anger a bunch of Star Wars fans. And sure enough, during the as the episode goes along, May has a change of heart for some reason. She found out her sister was alive and decides to betray her master. She wants to turn herself into the Jedi, like the Wookiee Jedi dude, and she traps the poison dude and runs off to go turn herself in. Oh, there's a moment in here where people could be upset by it because it's like a pronoun thing, but it's just like every other episode. There's so much crap in this damn thing. I'm not really bothered by the cringe, and to be honest, the Hutts changed their sex, so I'm not annoyed by a species in the galaxy having like being asexual or whatever they're trying to say. So I don't know. But you also have in this episode Killmonger Jedi, and of course the Padawan who is Squid Game's Padawan is disrespectful to him again. Osha is disrespectful to him. So, you know, they continue with the talking crap about the men. So, May goes to go turn herself in. She goes to the, oh yeah, I'm spoiling the shit out of this. I don't know. Probably should have said that at the beginning, but she goes to turn herself in. She finds out that the Jedi she was going to, Wookiee Jedi, is dead from a lightsaber, which is funny considering how the amount of people in the Disney Star Wars who has survived being stabbed by lightsabers, but I guess it only works if you're a female. If you're a guy, you're going to die from a lightsaber wound. That seems to be what the pattern is. But I'm just going on for what they have put on the screen. So he's dead. She's trying to figure out what to do. Then the Jedi show up. So instead of going outside and turning herself in, which she was planning on doing anyway, she decides to hide because her master is here. The Jedi are standing in the line. They do talkie. She doesn't say anything. The smiley Sith guy floats down behind Osha. None of the Jedi notice that he's actively using force powers, so none of them sense this. I don't know why. It's very, very odd. But he stands next to Osha, and the way that the person is standing, it is clearly a female, just by the build. Shoulders are narrow, real small, so it doesn't look like a guy. So I heard from like Chris Gore was saying that he thinks that it's one of the mothers. I'm inclined to believe him because she's the Smiley Jedi or Smiley Sith Lord stood in front of Osha, kind of got close enough to where it looked like she was going to caress her face or something like that. She lit up her lightsaber. The other Jedi decide to attack the person, even though Osha is standing right in front of the Sith Lord or whatever this is supposed to be, and the person could kill her at any second. But the Jedi don't seem to care, so they all attack. The Sith Lord dude or whatever this person is tosses Osha to the side and just force pushes the hell out of everybody in front of us, in front of them, and then the episode goes off. That is the gist of the show. It was a waste of time. I'm gonna try to watch 5. I have no strong desire to do so. The only reason I watch this is because I want to talk about it on my podcast. So, you know, if you're gonna talk about pop culture, you have to talk about pop culture, regardless of whether or not you are enamored with it or not. But the one thing that you should know, and that should anger you as a Star Wars fan, is because the whole point of the prequels was that the Jedi was so complacent because there hadn't been a Sith Lord seen in about 1,000 years. So that's why they didn't look for something that was right in front of them. Supposedly that was the whole gist of the story, is they didn't look for a Sith Lord because they assumed that all the Sith were dead. Now this takes place about 100 or so years prior to that. Yoda is alive, so Yoda should know that they came across some evil Force user. So you would think he would be on his guard. If there's one, there's more. But it would take a good writer to realize that, and these people aren't good writers. So, like I said, this is gonna be a quick review. This is a fresh out of watching it, as you can see, is on behind me. So please like, share, and subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I am going to try to watch 5. Ooh. So, yeah. Anybody else who didn't watch it, don't, because it's just a waste of time. It was a lot of talking, no action. Yeah. So please like, share, and subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And I am out. Later.